All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and do the install of the top charging handle on a standard 365 slide. So what you wanna do is your sight is removed and you wanna go ahead and clean that sight channel. You wanna set your slide in a vise. So you're gonna wanna rotate it, depending on how you're looking at it, to where the left side, if you're looking down the gun, the left side is up. Just like this. Just watch the video and I won't have to explain it. You want to move it far enough forward that when you put that in, it'll clear your soft jaws. So here I'm just kind of dry testing. It looks like about right. And I'm working around a camera, so it kind of sucks, but tighten that down. And here we go. I recommend a little bead of Loctite in the sight channel. I don't know if it's required, I just do it. It kind of helps almost act as a little bit of a lubricant when you're putting it in, but also dries hard to take up any shimmy that might be there. But with this new design and new manufacturer, really not design, I haven't seen the need for the Loctite. So here we are. We've got a little bead of Loctite, just very minimal. And we're gonna line it up. And each sight channel is gonna be just slightly different in size. And so there, we've got it kind of held. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit. Just got it kind of held with finger pressure. And so if you're able to slide it all the way in by hand, maybe rocking it or whatnot, that's great, go for it. If not, I suggest a rubber mallet. This is an HDPE, I believe, over here, and this is rubber. And I'm just going to, while I tap it lightly, because I don't want to mar the finish, I'm going to use my thumb here to keep this from, to keep the top charging handle from going crooked while I tap. And they're all going to be very light taps. And I'm going to adjust the camera, get you a better view here. And my thumb is supporting the front so it's not going sideways. And these are very, very light taps, but I can feel it moving already. You want to make sure when you're hitting it, just like normal hammer use, you're not hitting at an angle to where it's putting all the force on us in one little spot on the top charging handle, because that would cause it to mar up. And so just good flat taps. And you're just going to do this till it goes all the way down, and that's kind of where I'm at. Just gonna tap it. We're gonna try the HDPE side. Seems to work a little better. It doesn't look like it's scratching anything up. This is type 3 hard coat. You do not want to use a punch. You don't want to put an aluminum punch on it. The charging handle is aluminum, so you will just aluminum on aluminum. Aluminum will win and fail. So don't have some kind of armorer's hammer or mallet, then get one. So there, we're almost in. I'm gonna lower my head and get, I do tell you the white side works a little better. This is just a real Avid hammer. It's decent. They don't sell the tips individually, but if you just issue a support claim, they told me, just to make a support claim, they'll send you one for free when they get worn out. So I am just tapping it, trying to get it centered in there. It's a little harder for me because I got the camera in between my body and the slide. Well, it's looking really close. At this point, because of the poor lighting I have in my new shop, I haven't fully set up. I'm gonna go ahead and remove it to get a better look. So, getting a little bit on this side. It's looking pretty darn centered. So I'm gonna go with that. All right, so we got that guy centered. We're gonna go ahead and get our tools that we already own out. And I'm gonna drop some Loctite in here. I believe the correct way is to actually Loctite the threads, but this seems to be a little bit simpler. Don't lose these little guys. Tiny little set screws. And boom. And you just drop those set screws in. And so that it gets on all the threads, I actually go in and then I back it out. That way I know it's getting on all the threads right there. Because I did the lazy man's application. So go ahead and put these in just until you feel it engage right there, and then do the other. Just like the other charging handle or anything with two, you want to get even pressure on both. If you do one side only, and then you're gonna get it to rock on you, and you don't want to do that. Well, these were a little bit tighter fit, these set screws in these holes. Just manufacturing and the added hard coat. And so these set screws are longer, so they should, when they start to tap out, when they start to hit the slide, you should see that they are flush with the top of the charging handles when they start touching the slide, sight channel, whatever you want to call it. And so there they are, flush. I did not bring a rag over here, so I'm going to use my thumb and my t-shirt. That's actually the official way to do it. Use your thumb and t-shirt to wipe it clean. And there we go. We are flush on both, and so now I'm just going to put a little bit of pressure on each. Just back and forth. I'm not going to go crazy, because really it's just keeping it from wiggling out over time, because you will be pulling on this. So yeah, that's good there. Good there, and let's go ahead and get a close-up if we can. Not gonna work. So clean it off, clean off all the residue. I didn't bring a rag, and so there we are. Boom. Da 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 da. And then let's put it on the Raider. I just wanted to give people an idea of how this is working, how it's functioning, what it's looking like on the Raider. And so here we are on the front of a full size. So this is a full size standard slide. That's about where it's going to sit for you. It will work on a compact slide and a subcompact slide. It'll come on the subcompact slide. It'll come right up to the face here, but shouldn't interfere. So that's where we're at. Unfortunately, I have the gas cap on the back, so can't show you the sight picture, but I can just pop it off. That's just cool. Works. That's how it works. Put the other one back on. And here you go. Ooh, let's see if we can get the camera there to be able to see. Can't really do it. But you got the two sights in the back and the one up front. And so that's what we're looking at for the Raider F10 top charging handle. Some things to note, just for those unfamiliar or new to the videos. Created a few videos on my Instagram on this, but what we're looking at here with the top charging handle, you have that thinner profile, so you're not getting anything off to the side. We still have the side charging for left or right-handed, and this one here, we've got the ability to charge it with your thumb. It's a little painful like that, but really, if you squeeze your grip like that, you can rack it, or you can go over top with your fingers. Maybe I'll scoot closer, and I will go the other way. So you've got rack, kind of pinch style, rack with just your flat hand, rack on your belt, on your shoe, on a table, on the wall, really wherever you want. One thing I did note, just for those unfamiliar, in previous videos, when you are racking the slide, if you're just kind of slinging it forward and letting go, if you have a higher optic mount, you need to be aware that you're going to swing your hand right into that optic. And so that's something just to be aware of. The side one, you're off to the side, so you never really have that problem. And yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at. So if you have questions, guys, drop it in the comments. We'll go ahead and respond to those as quick as we can.